there in France for you with 4 kids.
Yeah, oh, it's not too bad. It's pretty boring, but I think we're pretty lucky. We're in a house with a bit of a backyard and stuff, so the kids can still get outside and stay active and that. So a few of our boys are in apartments and they're sort of bouncing off walls and going mad. So I think today was day 10. So it's.
Wow.
Yeah, it's something different, something you've never really experienced before, something like this. So, but if everyone can sort of follow the rules and stick to it, hopefully we can knock it on the head pretty quickly and get back to life.
Do you know how long you are in lockdown for? You said day 10. Is there a number, or you guys are just waiting to hear?
15 at the moment, so they put us into 15-day lockdown, but there has been talk that it may get extended by another 15. So as of yet, we don't really know, but definitely 15, so another 5 more days at least, and then I suppose they'll make a decision on what they do from there.
I'll tell you what, Jimmy, we're just looking at your backyard there. It looks quite nice.
It's big, isn't it?
They must pay well
out with the kids.
They must pay well over in France, eh?
They're doing all right. It's not as big as your places, but, it's all right.
Can you take us on a tour of the house, Jimmy, or we have a little look around?
I'm in the kids' room, the bunk beds. The kids are down.
You've been kicked in there already, have you?
Watching a movie in the lounge room at the moment, so just stuck upstairs.
Have you learnt any French while you've been there, Jimmy, or are you just pestering everyone in your Australian accent?
No, slowly picking up little bits of French, mate. It's tough. It is tough, and but yeah, picking up little bits and pieces, but they speak so quickly. So even if I start in a bit of French and then I'll just look at them, I'm lost, mate.
I can't imagine you speaking.
Go on, say something for us. What can you say?
Bonjour, ça va?
Un bière, s'il vous plaît.
How do you go to the supermarket and the markets down there?
Yeah, no, they're all right. As I said, I've sort of learnt, we're going to cafes, how to order things, and we've learnt the basics of things like that to get around and get by. So, but it's just sort of once you get out of those couple of things, and they just start rattling that together quite quickly, and you lose track. And once you lose track, you just can't pick it up again.
Jimmy, how is it over there with the Super League? What's probably been the biggest difference between the Super League and the NRL?
It's probably a little bit easier on the body physically, but we've also. Our sort of season was quite disrupted. We played our first round, and then our second game in England got called off because there was a massive storm over there. So we missed a week, and then we played again. And then the week after, we were meant to play St. Helens, but it was World Club Challenge weekend, so we missed another week. So we sort of went week on, week off, and so we sort of never really got into the swing of the season. We've only played 4 games. I think a lot of the other sides have played 7 so far, and then now we're obviously in suspension.
Are you going? Did you go 3 from 4, Jimmy? You had a good start to the season. You meant, did you?
Yeah, we're going all right. Yeah. So we were pretty ordinary in the first one. Lost to Huddersfield, but then managed to pick up 3 wins. So. Yeah, we're not going too bad, but I suppose it'll be interesting to see how everyone starts again. I think there's talk that the season won't sort of start till at least June at the earliest. So you're sort of on time off now, and then you sort of almost go into another mini pre-season to try and get ready by the time they sort of call it on and we get back to doing it.
Jimmy, you've seen some beautiful photos there of your family. How has the transition been overseas? Have they fitted in, and are they enjoying France?
Well, they are. They've had some challenges. The kids go to their school. Here's my little fella here now, Ethan.
Hello, buddy.
Oh, I think we might have lost him there. I think we've lost James Maloney for a minute, and we'll try and give him a buzz back in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think he paid his bills. I tell you what. I do miss Jimmy Maloney.
Do you call him? Do you speak to him very often?
Well, I had a few beers a couple of weeks ago, and for some reason I don't know how I ended up on FaceTime to him, and it was.
You don't know how.
Funny
how that happened.
It was like good old days. we just gave him a mouthful, and we just started from where we left off. You know, for years I tell you what, he went mad about that.
I wonder why.
But I used to try and get him all the time. Every time he got the ball fifth and last, I would make a beeline for him, and I used to love it. Even if I was a fraction late, I would always tackle him, and I would give him it. I remember this one time. At Bankham. We were
Way
playing,
too early.
We were playing the Roosters. Round 26, I was busted, absolutely wrecked, and it was didn't really matter. Whoever won the game won mine the premiership, but we were both in the finals. I think it was 2014 actually, and I nearly pulled out the game. I was playing with too many injections, but got to the stadium and thinking, you're right, I'll go and play. I got the feeling, I got the smell of the stadium. First set of the game, Dylan Napa, Hargraves, Sonny Bill, and then I was gassed. And then play 5, Jimmy got the ball. I thought, yeah, I'm going for him. I made a tackle, and I hit him so hard. And I got a good piece of him on the floor, and he ended up kicking a 40-20. But I'm thinking, he's going to be hurt here. He stood up, got up and ran off, carried on. I thought, geez, he's
Tough player.
He's tough player,
tough,
man.
isn't he?
Yeah.
What did he used to say to you? Because he was cheeky on the field.
I was a pain in the ass.
Can you think of anything he used to say? Like,
Yeah, well, I remember we got the beaters at Penrith one night by a point or two, and I was trying like mad in the back 5 minutes to do something, and I think I dropped the ball. Yeah, I dropped the ball.
You try.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah.
That ball, I gave a penalty. Another thing I used to do a lot.
Oh, you didn't give any penalties away?
Yeah, I did a few. In fact, I read a stat about Jimmy Maloney, the most penalised player since 2010.
That was on this show yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, so he comes up, and I'm a bit hot-headed, seeing a bit of red, and he's in there in my face, rubbing my face, saying, you crap, this and that. You lost him the game. Took every ounce of me to not pull his head off, but he was a great competitor.
He's listening.
Here he is.
We've got him back on the line. We're just reminiscing about how much we miss you in the NRL.
I don't miss you. You're a pest.
Sammy was just telling us too that he calls you on FaceTime randomly every now and then just to give it to you.
Yeah, I have had a couple of FaceTimes from him, so they're always enjoyable.
Yeah, I do miss flogging you, Jimmy. I used to love it when you got the ball fifth and last. I would just come straight for you. Even if you'd kicked it already, I'd try and flog you still.
Yeah, well, that's all right. That's brave of you, big fella trying to pick on the little fella.
He's still got you covered.
Yeah.
He's still got you.
Hey, do you remember when we played at Penrith that night and you beat us by a point or something? And I made an error in the last 2 or 3 minutes. I gave a penalty away, and you started screaming in my face. It took every ounce of me to not try and pull your head off that night. I was actually really angry with you. It took me about 2 weeks to get over it.
Wow.
So you're all right, man.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Really over
Hey,
now.
I just like to win. I like to win.
Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, I want to see. I'm going to give it to you, Jimmy.
So